Alright guys, I feel that the Black Friday sale is now transitioning into crypto assets as well, as Bitcoin is getting heavily rejected once again after setting in another lower high, folks. We were talking about this in the small time frames that Bitcoin could go all the way towards these levels and maybe test to take, essentially it could try to take out this level, but until you're below $59,000, $60,000, you do have higher chances, higher probabilities of playing out the downside targets, right? Now, what we are doing is we are just simply following up with that, guys. In the small time frame, since the price action has gotten really oversold, check this one out, folks. Early RSI is at 18 reads. When have we seen that before? We saw it right here. No, we saw it, I guess, right here as well. This was way lower than 18 as well. But guys, you can see that the extremely low RSI reads mean that the small time frames would be, well, let's just say bouncy and full of volatility as well, folks. So Bitcoin being volatile means that altcoins are certainly going to be very, very shaky, which is why Ethereum, with your dominant bearishness in the price action, is looking to reject some key levels as well. Although this one has not broken the floor, guys. If you just compare Bitcoin with Ethereum, Bitcoin is somewhere here, but Ethereum is still right here, which makes Ethereum kind of more strengthful. Essentially, that makes altcoins a little more strengthful, but this is not strength in any shape or form, folks. You know the deal, right? This is not strength, right? Even if you put on all the moving averages and all the oscillations indicator, we'll see that everything is postured to be bearish. Even in the early time frame and the 4-hour time frame, the selling keeps on getting aggressive in the market, guys. That is kind of proving out to be, that is proving another point to be proved that maybe we could be retesting the 6-minute zones at $52,000 flat. We have kind of initiated our way towards $52,000, and we could be teleporting all the way towards these levels before the daily candle close itself, right? If we talk about this entire, let's say, a little upswing that we had in the price action, which is now getting rejected like a little bitch as of now, we could be extending our downside targets all the way towards the 6-minute zones at $50,000 flat, guys. Now, this is something which Bitcoin is poised towards. Most likely, we are going to be taking out this level right here, and we could be continuing our downtrend, as this one was a clear-cut rejection coming from $60,000 levels right here. So all the focus goes towards these price points for further continuation down move until Bitcoin is establishing lower highs, with $60,000 levels being your resistance points. Expect most of the crypto assets to simply roll to the downside and go towards key levels to test some liquidity, guys. Maybe some buy side liquidity coming in right now. Even if we put on the VPVR, I do believe that the volume nodes are sitting in at these levels, guys. I think the trading view has also gone a little bonkers, because everybody is trying to figure out the exact indicator that's going to give them the bottom. These things can extend towards the downside for quite some time, guys. Now, the high side of volume node is starting at $50,000, which is aligning with the 618 level right here. So we could be expecting, let's say, a continuation trend all the way towards 51, but it could be very choppy, folks. This could simply bounce from these levels. Are we doing something in form of a broadening channel? Yes, we can consider this as a little broadening channel, with your channel middle side being somewhere on these zones at $56,000 levels right here. We are in a downtrending channel, guys. Now, this is not essentially a bear pennant, to be honest with you, right here, but even if you consider this as a bear pennant, the resolution is not going to be that strong, guys. A bear pennant will play out. Let me just draw out something for you folks right here. If you talk about a bearish, like for example, the price action tops right here and we start our downtrend, if you look at a bear pennant which is doing something like this, right, doing something like this, then the resolution from this bear pennant would not be that severe. Essentially it could not be crazy volatile, at least in my own experience, folks. Now, this is something which I've noticed on my own, but if you have a bear pennant like this, let me just draw it again for you folks. If you have a bear pennant which is something like this in the price action, that will have a rather severe downside, folks. This is what I'm trying to say right here. So in the price action pattern coming from Bitcoin, let's get back right here. The price action pattern coming from Bitcoin, we have a simple trend continuation. So we can expect crazy chop, we can expect crazy volatility, but let's just say we cannot expect a fixated trend. We cannot expect a good trending bias coming from Bitcoin itself, guys. And the bear pennant right here, even if it resolves to the downside, most likely the downside is not going to be that severe, folks. Something like that could be building up on Ethereum, however, right? Because we are looking at that kind of bearish pattern formulating on ETH on these levels, guys. Now we're looking at the price action structure, which wants to resolve itself to the downside as well. So this is a neat looking bear pennant, right? Now for Ethereum, the downside targets could be let's just say better in context to Bitcoin's price action itself. Bitcoin is getting in choppy zones once again, guys. But we would be having clear-cut downside targets for Ethereum if we resolve the squeeze to the downside, guys. I mean, something like this could happen once again in the price action. As you can see right here, I mean, Ethereum likes to do that again and again. We can talk about historical price action relevance as well. You see bear pennants resolving themselves into some key zones and then finally putting in a reversal zone, guys. I don't feel that this is the reversal zone anymore, right? Because we've had 3 consecutive rejections coming from a clear-cut channel top right here, and most likely we do continue our trend to the downside as Bitcoin rolls towards the higher volume nodes at $50,000 flat. Could be looking at a continuation downtrend, guys. Now a trade on these levels could be very, very risky and could be full of volatility as well, which is why if you do not know the best of your margin management and your risk exposure in the market, try to stay away from leverage, I would say. But if you know, let's assume if you know your marginal management and everything completely fine, what you would be doing is that you would be simply managing a risk right here, and you would be targeting this entire higher volume node at $48,000 as well. We could simply extend our targets all the way towards these levels, guys, because the price action could extend beyond the 618 and it could interact with the higher volume nodes. So something like this could work out in the market if I talk about this short exposure onto these levels, right? We could be doing something like this with, let's just say, not a look, guys. The trade would have started right at the rejection, to be honest with you folks right here, but now the higher side, the better side of things have already played out. I mean, the easier side of the trade has already played out, but we still have 1.2 ratio R&R going on, right, which could actually eventually prove out to be a good looking trade in the small to mid time frames as market looks completely bearish, guys. Okay, now let's take a look at a few comments from the previous videos right here. Is it the right time to buy Atlas? Look, this is a very, very vague question, to be honest with you, because if it really depends on what you are looking what you are simply looking at. Are you looking to invest in Star Atlas? Are you looking to trade Star Atlas? Are you going to be selling Star Atlas if it goes down by 10%? If that is you, then probably it's never going to be the right time to buy Star Atlas, right? So if you're investing in Star Atlas, you can buy it anytime. You can simply buy it anytime, and you can kind of hope for the best to happen for the ecosystem as a whole as this keeps on developing down the line, right? But if you're looking for short-term money-making and opportunity in the market in such landscape, it's going to be very difficult, guys. Now, this is for everybody who's watching this video, because the trend is very choppy. We are looking at a downtrend in the small to mid time frames on Ethereum and Bitcoin, both of them. So the small time frame buyers for making money is going to be a little difficult, guys. It's going to be a little difficult, right? But we'll have we'll have certain opportunities in the market. I'm not sure if these opportunities are going to simply play out as expected because of the volatility factor in the market, but just ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the right question first. Are you investing in Star Atlas, or are you looking for quick buck in the market? If you're looking for quick bucks in the market, most likely it's never going to be the right time to buy. If you're investing, buy and hodl, I guess. The music is super distracting. I was just trying to integrate a little feel going on as we simply enter the metaverse with a little ambient backing track coming from I don't know, it was it was something. I was trying to just create an ambience, right? It didn't work out for Babylon, I guess. So maybe I'll refrain from using all of these sounds. Okay, Prince, the profound donator of Cryptoducator right here, asks for THETA. What about THETA? Let's take a look at THETA as well, because that is your video content delivery platform. Not exactly your NFT metaverse, but certainly related to content creation and blockchain, right? THETA USDT. I'm sure this must be getting obliterated with Ethereum. Not that much. I mean, structure on the 4-hour time frame is okay, I guess. This is what I would be looking forward to, right? This is your grind, which is supporting the price action as of now, and until this one is holding the price action, you're going to be completely fine. So THETA would be looking at we would be looking at a buying opportunity coming in on THETA at $6 levels. But if you lose this low, which was recently set in by THETA itself below $5.9, maybe you'll extend your down leg all the way towards this low and this low, right? Because, well, bloody Bitcoin is getting bloody. Folks, it's literally Black Friday for crypto markets today, guys. That's just madness, right? I mean, that's a simple talk about freaking Black Friday. Holy shit, I do remember last year, something like this happened last year as well, but it was a small time frame price action correction, guys. This is what potentially we're looking at back again. It's a small to mid time frame price action correction, right? Until you're above $40,000, the macro for Bitcoin is going to be bullish as a whole, guys, which is why we're going to have these small time frame swings in the market. but overall the trend in the picture stays to be bullish. So yep, this is kind of crazy to think about Black Friday sale going on, guys, on crypto markets as a whole, right? I think AVAX also got obliterated in the market. Let's take a look at AVAX against USDT real quick, folks. Let's see what's happening right there. AVAX is going for the deep correction that we were talking about, guys. I mean, this one came from your yellow or blue projection moving average, I do believe. I'm going to be using my main layout for this one. I'm going to be getting rid of the VP, VR and all the moving averages and enter our cheat code, guys. Also on freaking Bitcoin, guys, let's just talk about this as well, right? On freaking Bitcoin, ever since you lost your trend control zone, your trend bearer right here, this yellow projection moving average, you have been very choppy. And yes, you are almost at the 111 moving average, so we are kind of nearing a bottom as well. So it's all about the small time frame base established game going on, right? Base establishment game going on right here, guys. People are going to be pinpointing out the exact bottom, or at least people are going to be trying to pinpoint the exact freaking bottom in the market, whereas Bitcoin will spend its own time. Bitcoin will take its own time to figure out the exact bottom from the market, right? The best guess in the extreme small time frames could be your 111 moving average, and if you see good bounces being produced from the 111 moving average, most likely the short exposure, most likely the short position which is coming from these levels right here and targeting these levels at, let's say, 48,000 to 50,000 zones right here, could not play out, right? Because this is a good looking hurdle for bears in the market, guys, which is why the trend overall, this downtrend is very choppy. We do not have a directional bias in the market. The chops and the scalps are certainly going to play out, folks. I mean, the extreme small time frames trading, something like 5-second time frame could play out if you're trading in the market, I guess. But if you're looking for trending trades in the market as a whole, I do not think it's a nice idea, guys. I don't feel it's the perfect dynamic to look for trending trades in the market, right? It's the time to make some ninja moves and intraday time frames trades as well. So the daily has been choppy ever since we lost the yellow projection moving average, losing $62,000 essentially. And let's see what happens next, guys. I'm going to be putting a lot of focus into this one right here at $50,000 levels right here. If we lose this one, yes, we will be extending our downside targets all the way towards the lower side or the higher side of $40,000 as well before we talk about any reversal in the market, right? The first and the foremost go at $53,000 is going to be pretty exciting. With that said, let's talk about AVAX against USDT, folks, on Binance right here. Was this the price action you're talking about? I mean, we're kind of extending our upside target towards $150 levels. I think we fell short of it. We got rejected from $148 levels, guys. The $150 target got a little front ran, and now you're extending it down. Like, I do believe that we could be producing good amount of bounces coming from this exact zone at $100 flat. So in the small time frames, AVAX looks to me like a buying opportunity, although you've combined this with BTC. If BTC bounces from $53,000 levels right here, guys, I mean, this is your entire zone right here. I mean, aligning with this entire support zone. If Bitcoin actually bounces from these levels, maybe buying AVAX at $100 could be a good opportunity, at least for the retest of the rejection high right here, guys. So you got a good looking 42% trade to the upside coming in at the market as well, right? Okay, not a short position, not a goddamn short freaking position. Once again, we're already dealing with Black Friday sales on crypto assets right here. I don't want any more short exposure in the market, I guess. Okay, so this could particularly be a very, very difficult thing to time as well in the market, right? So I would not be scaling into AVAX as we go down. I would be looking for a reversal candle, at least in the 4-hour time frames, guys. At least in the 4-hour time frame, I would be waiting for a reversal candle right here. So is it giving us any support? I mean, essentially not. In the first and the foremost pass, I would be looking at it. I'd be looking at this as a rejection low coming from these levels and a potential trend continuation towards the targets right here, which are your $100 levels. So we could be expecting a little bounce, guys. Would I be expecting a trend reversal and a trend continuation from these levels? I mean, in the past, AVAX has been really volatile, guys. AVAX has been really volatile. And in the past, we can see that the 111 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. Now, this is pure TA hocus pocus bullshit happening, guys. I mean, this is 111 moving average. Who the fuck uses that? I mean, if you're using that in the market, maybe this could work out as an edge. Making edges in the market is all about being creative, right? So 111 moving average, if the moving average is bouncing the price action from these levels, maybe you can use it up as your edge and maybe you can play it out when the event actually comes, guys. So AVAX is kind of doing that. You're bouncing off of the 4-hour 111 moving average again and again in the market. What did we do right here? we kind of did that once again. So if you sweep the lows once again right here, we could be looking at a little buying opportunity coming in at $105 levels once again. And once your reversal candles are confirmed from these levels, maybe we could be targeting another swing towards $146 levels, guys. The risk tolerance is going to be all right. Now, if I were to be a conservative trader in the market, which I'm not, I'm going to be really frank with you folks right here. The market dynamics are not telling me to be conservative. The market dynamics are telling me to be really aggressive in the market, right? So if I were to be conservatively looking at this price action structure right here, I would be placing my stop losses below $92 levels right here. Would be buying in at $100 levels as we keep on tripping down, and I would be targeting $142 levels right here, guys, testing the rejection highs once again potentially, right? Okay, this was supposed to be a quick little uncut video right here, but I guess we extended our welcome once again, and we are 15 minutes down in this video, guys. So let me know down in the comments whatever you want to look at. I mean, I'll be happy to present some TA hocus focus with all of these crazy freaking moving averages, guys. We'll see what happens in the market as the Black Friday sales continues, right? So with that said, I'm going to be catching all of you pretty soon. Bye for now, folks.